The next stage is to capture the position of the holes from these servo mounts, the holes in the board so we can mount it down, and some recesses for these switches. Now we need to be careful how we do this. Make sure you've saved everything. Open up the Origin tab and go to the XY tab. We need to highlight that to sketch on. We sketch and it will say, do you want to move things? No, we want to capture the position, so you need to keep things where they are. And we move over to here. The pads here are easy. We just click the R tool and you drag a box around and you create 3 rectangular boxes the same size. So you've done that. You'll see little dots on those. You then go to Sketch and you go down to Project and Project. You could hit the P button or just Project, and you zoom in and you click on the circle. A little red dot appears in the middle of all of them. Click on the circle. You're clicking on all the circles, not that. Click on the circle itself, and I think I'm missing one servo still. Click on that circle, and last of all that one. They're all the holes and the positions we need to do, so we go OK to that. Click R, and what we've now got is we've got a sketch here, right here in the middle. It highlights those bits we've just done. I want you to click away, opposite mouse click, and save DXF. Save the DXF to somewhere that you know. So basically I'm just going to put it in my downloads folder, and I'm just going to put it holes. Click OK. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the base. So opposite mouse click on the base, go up to Open. Wait for a moment to open up the base. Here's my base. I'm going to insert a DXF file, and I'm going to insert it on the same origin that I used before. And I'm going to find it. There it is there. Wait for a moment. Now you should notice the blue little lines, the blue circles appeared. It's laid the DXF pattern that we did exactly in the same plane that we took it from. You click OK. You hit E, you zoom in a bit closer, and you should be able to click on each of those, which we can't. Let's just try turning this over. There they are there. It's embedded them, but on the bottom. So let's just, unless you can click on them like that, you won't be able to extrude. So hit E for extrude, and just click on all those parts. So every hole, make sure they're highlighted like that before you click. And what this is going to do, it's going to save you drilling any holes. I'm happy. I'm going to drag it through the object. Just go back to the little house. I've dragged it through, so it's removing. I go OK. There's all my hole and switch positions. I save it. I go OK. I close it. Now at the moment it's saying, this symbol is saying you've changed something and something is different, so you need to click on that. It'll take a little while just to regenerate. It'll go off and then the spinning wheel will come back. You can close the sketch down, but if you now have a look, you should have a hole position. If you look in there, there's a hole position right through all of these. So I don't know if I can move one of those. I'm just going to try moving one of the switches. If I go back to move, there's a hole there. Okay, so that switch will fit directly inside. If I move it down 3mm and go OK to that one, if I go to the next switch and go move, and I move down 3mm, I'm pushing it down into that acrylic so it locks in place. Move down 3mm, click OK. I can hide the sketch. I'm still seeing the sketch line, so just put the light bulb out on those. Maybe get rid of this section. I think about all I did was maybe change the base of it. So if I go to render, I'm happy just to render the, if I go to here, I'm just going to drag white plastic gloss onto that and go back to the modeling environment. And here's our robotic fingers ready to program. The board's there, we've got no wiring obviously yet, but that's the basic mechanics of it that we've been able to model, design, and the next stage will be to put out some fabricating files for those. So obviously you can 3D print all of these parts, and for the actual, there's only one part, there's only a base to cut. So if I was to open the base up, I can open this, I can open the base, open. Same thing would need to be done for the finger, the original finger before we added this piece on. If I go sketch, I click on the top surface, I click again so that I can see all of the holes. If I see blue over any of these sections, it won't be the right one, so I go OK. I click away, I opposite mouse click on the last sketch, which is this one. I go DXF, I save it, so I'm going to save it as base. It will be a DXF file saved into that folder. I save that, yes, I go close. It will ask me to regenerate it again, which I need to do. Anything I change, I've changed just, I've added another sketch to that base file, so it wants me to change that to the latest version. Okay, that's all done. The only thing I can close, I can save this now. I can close it. I'm going to go down to the original finger that I created. I'm going to open it. I'm going to go sketch on that surface. I'm going to click on it so it's highlighted. Again, the holes have to show. I'm going to go yes. I'm going to open that menu up, click away so nothing's highlighted, opposite mouse click. I'm going to type in finger, click OK. Again, save it, and you will more than likely find that when you go back to this model here, your finished assembly, if I was to open that, I'd have to regenerate that too. So let's just close that. You'll find that because I've changed the sketch for that finger there, may or may not, because the new part I created was the one with the horn on it, so no, it's not seeing anything, so that's fine. So we're done. All finished.